In this lesson, we're going to go over slope. So again, we have our coordinate plane, x-axis, y-axis, and we have a line drawn on the coordinate plane. This line has a slope. The slope tells us how steep the line is, how quickly it goes up, or how quickly it goes down. So if we look at this, we always look at it going from left to right. So as we go from left to right, it's going up. So we could tell that the slope is going to be positive. Going up is positive. It's a good thing. One way you can think about slope is, we could think of slope as simply rise over run. So how much does this rise over how far it goes over? Okay, we can't just do that abstractly for the entire line. We're just going to look at specific points. So we have a specific point here at the origin, which is 0, 0. We have a specific point here. This is 2, 3. So let's see how much it rises. Well, to see how much it rises, we have to see how much it goes up. So it starts off here, goes up 1, 2, 3 points to get to right there. So that means the rise is 3. Now let's look at the run. It goes over 2 units to get to the coordinate. So the run is 2. So our slope is 3 over 2. Okay, we could also figure this out without using the graph. We could figure out the slope just using the coordinates. That's because the equation for slope, which is also m, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's the change in the y values over the change in the x values. And that makes sense because the change in the y values will tell us how high it goes. The change in the x values, which runs horizontally, will tell us how far over it goes or what the run is. So we have these two coordinates, 0, 0 and 2, 3. Okay, we'll make 0, 0 our first coordinate set, or coordinate pair. So we have x1, y1. And we'll make 2, 3, x2, y2. So now we just plug this, or substitute this back into the equation. So we have m equals y2, which is 3, minus y1, which is 0, over x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3, and 2 minus 0 is 2. So again, we get the same answer. 1 from using the formula, and the other way was to look at the graph. Alright, let's look at some special slopes, or some different characteristics of slopes. This slope we see going left to right, it's actually increasing. The line's going up. So in this case, the slope is positive. Or we say the slope is greater than 0. In this graph down here, we see the lines going down as we go left to right. So in this case, the slope is negative, or we can say the slope is less than 0. These two are a little bit more confusing. There are actually some pretty special circumstances for slopes. This line is going horizontal. So remember, the equation of slope, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we pick 2 points on here, now we're going to have a y value here minus this y value, but it's the same. So this y value minus that y value is going to be 0. It's at the same height. If this y value is 4, then this coordinate has a value of 4 for a y value for both of them. This x value could be anything, say -2, or and this one could be 3. Doesn't really matter. If we do x2 minus x1, we have 3 minus -2, it's 5. But what matters the most is that this is horizontal. The y value stays the same. So we're always going to get 0 in the numerator, no matter what points we pick. So this has a slope of 0. A horizontal line has a slope of 0. This one's a little bit more peculiar than even this one. Okay, let's look at the equation for the slope again. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we'll pick 2 points. Doesn't matter which 2. This has a certain y value. We'll say it's 2. And we'll just say this one is -2. It doesn't matter. What's important about this one is that the x value stays the same. So even if this x value is 3, well, we're going to have this coordinate as 3, 2, 3, -2. So again, the important thing is that the x stays the same. So in the denominator, we're going to have 3 minus 3. And on top of 2 minus -2, so 2 plus 2 is 4. We're going to get 4 over 0. Okay, very important. 4 divided by 0 does not equal 0. That's wrong. Okay, we cannot divide by 0. It doesn't exist. A number divided by 0 does not exist. So this is an undefined slope. Alright, so once again, if you go from left to right and it's going up, that's going to be a positive slope. Going from left to right, if you're going down, it's going to be a negative slope. If from left to right you stay the same height, if you're just going horizontally, you have a 0 slope. And if you have a vertical line going straight up and straight down, we have an undefined slope.